Hello everyone, my name is Kiva and I teach people how to achieve the luxe look for less. In today's video, we're talking about home decor and furniture items that I should have splurged on. Yes, for once, I'm telling you to actually spend more money, but don't click away, this is all about quality. Before we get into today's video though, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram, but let's get into it. So the first item that I should have splurged on and totally didn't was the nightstand. So nightstands to me, I thought they didn't matter. I thought it was just a bedroom accessory, right? But it turns out I drink a lot of water. I drink a lot of water and I have a lot of crap that I lug with me to the bedroom. I know, Kiva, you know, be a little bit more sophisticated with your words, not today. This is the real deal. So I feel like people should invest in nightstands. Now, to date, every single nightstand I've ever purchased has either been from IKEA or from an outlet. So nothing wrong with IKEA. You know, I am the queen of IKEA. Like if IKEA wanted someone to dress up in like a Swedish meatball outfit, like I would be their girl. I would be the Swedish meatball mascot. But the nightstands are not there. One, they all look the same, which there's nothing wrong with that, but they all look the same. Two, they're too shiny. It's too much excitement for the bedroom for me. I just want to like relax, you know what I mean? And three, almost none of them are actually made of wood, and I kind of need something that's wooden, that's sturdy, that can hold up to like all the stuff I want to shove in and all that good stuff. There's nothing wrong with IKEA nightstands. I just don't like them, and I don't think they look very good. Practically, do they get the job done? Of course. Living in a smaller space, working with a tighter budget? Of course. Go ahead and do that. You guys know I got my start on YouTube by upcycling an IKEA table. You can do that. But without doing an upcycle, without making any modifications, the IKEA nightstands just aren't there for me. Does that mean I haven't bought them? Of course not. I've bought like a million, right? But when it comes to that, they always break or they just look cheap. So there are some things from IKEA that you can like dress up to look a lot more sophisticated. I feel like that about their beds, their rugs, literally anything else, even their mirrors, not their nightstands and not their coffee tables. All of that to say, I didn't splurge on those. Then I wanted to raise the price a little bit higher. I said, okay, all right, I'm gonna be a little bit risky here. It's like I'm going to Vegas, but I'm just going to like the Restoration Hardware outlet. And I buy these nightstands at the outlet because I just didn't want to pay full price. I could not justify paying $500 for a nightstand, $400 for a nightstand, $1,000 for a nightstand, because I was like, this nightstand does not rock me to bed. It does not sing me a lullaby. Why would I spend so much money on it? All of that to say, I got my next nightstands from Restoration Hardware outlet, and then after that, I got them from the Anthropologie home outlet. Again, nothing wrong with them necessarily, but when you get things from the outlet, they are almost always damaged, right? That's how they end up at the outlet. They're not like, oh, you know what? I really want to give Mary Sue just like a bone today, so I'm just gonna put that over there and hope she gets it. That is not how it works. It's all about money, honey. So whenever you go to outlet, there's always something messed up, and you convince yourself that you don't care. I walk into outlets and I'm like, oh, it doesn't matter if it's damaged, I'm gonna fix that. Or I love the imperfections. You don't like the imperfections. You just want it to be brand new. You want it to be brand new at the outlet price. So nightstands, in my opinion, are crucial to tying your design style together. When it comes to the bedroom, there are so few things that go in the room in the first place that every piece of furniture holds a ton of significance, right? So our bed helps reify our design style, but the only thing else in there is a bed, nightstands, and a dresser, right? Right? I mean, some people have these glorious sitting rooms in their bedrooms. Well, I live in a condo, so that is not my circumstance. If there's a nightstand that you love, maybe just spend the money on that. Save some money when it comes to the linens. You guys know I love those italic linen sheets. Their sheets and the duvets, they are super affordable. Those are the only ones I use now. I have actually moved away from my $300 bedding to use their bedding. So that's saying a lot. I was splurging and now I'm saving, and the quality is still there. Maybe save on your rug, even save on your bed, because your bed doesn't even really matter, right? Your bed is hidden under all those blankets and those pillows, and it's all about how you dress up the bed, not the bed itself. So maybe save money there and splurge on those nightstands, because those nightstands are always visible. The last reason you should invest in your nightstand and not save money like me is because you need the storage. Your dresser is never enough. Your walk-in closet is never enough. I don't care what kind of relationship you're in. It doesn't matter to me. There's always someone who has too many darn clothes. I am that person. Like, Kiva, it looks like you wear the same thing all the time. Well, I have 10 black sweater vests Thank you very much. But there's always someone who has too many clothes. So another place to put those clothes is in your nightstands. If you have a closed nightstand, if there's at least one drawer or two drawers, that's where to put your underpants, your socks, those smaller things. It's storage without having to introduce another big piece of furniture, because big pieces of furniture are expensive. Big pieces of furniture have to have somewhere to go. Now, of course, you can get an affordable nightstand with drawers, but if after you put 10 pairs of underpants in it and it splits apart, it really doesn't have any use, does it? Literally learn to tell yourself, okay, I'm just gonna save it for Black Friday or Labor Day. The sales are gonna happen. The sales always happen. So splurge at the appropriate time. So the next item that I should have splurged on that I didn't splurge on initially was a rug. So splurge is relative in this case. This is like a caveat to my own thing, but listen to my story. It's a good one. It's gonna be helpful to you. So I always do this thing where I want to find the most affordable rug. Everyone does, right? Because it's like the rug is like an afterthought. I gotta pay for the sofa. I gotta sit on that. It has to be sturdy. So we want to save money on the rugs, and I'm with you. But not all rugs are created equal. So I'm gonna teach you actually how to navigate affordable rugs. So if that rug doesn't have any wool in it, it's plastic, it's shiny, it's supposed to look like silk, and you're doing that kind of look, you're not doing anything that's braided or has the wool or faux wool or whatever you wanna put in it, that's fine. You can get that, that's cheap, it's gonna hold up, it's still gonna look nice. I 100% am in that camp. But if you're going for a braided rug, a rug with texture, a rug that has a difference in pile, a rug that is supposed to be wool but isn't actually wool, just spend your money on it. Let me tell you a story. Let's sit back and relax and listen to Kiva waste her money. So this rug behind me, it is beautiful. You guys ask me about it all the time. It is the Vaughn rug from Crate & Barrel. Now, that being said, this rug sheds so much. It looks like a Black Christmas in here every time someone goes over here. Every time my dog comes and rolls over on this rug, he has a black wool jacket on. My dog wears clothes. He does not wear a jacket. It is a fashion statement. He is not cold, right? We don't want that for ourselves. This rug sheds like crazy. Now, of course, wool can shed. Wool can shed from 3 to 6 months, even 6 to 8 months after you've purchased it. This one is not going to stop. I have gone through vacuum after vacuum. I've been on my knees trying to pick up the individual fibers of wool. It's not gonna happen. It's not gonna happen. The thing was not well made, and it was $1,299, and that's not including the $200 delivery. All of that to say, it was really expensive and the quality is not there. Now, I'm not speaking to all Crate & Barrel rugs. I have other rugs from them. This one, it just was not it. So what I should have done is gone to my local rug dealer. And I'll tell you another story, a better story. I do have a local rug dealer here in Pittsburgh, and I was so scared to go in there the first time. I was like, they're gonna look at me funny. They're gonna give me a price, and I'm just gonna be like, oh, no. I didn't know what was gonna happen. I was nervous, right? And that's fine. We all have those experiences with luxury stores where they're condescending to you, or they think you don't have enough money. Well, first of all, it doesn't matter what they think. If you think I don't have enough money, then you don't get my service. And you know what? I very well may not have enough money, so I'll come in and then I'll leave. That's okay, right? All right, let's normalize that. It's okay to not have $10,000 to spend on a rug or $10,000 to spend on anything. Put your money where you want to put your money. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. So even me, ignore me. I went into my local rug dealer and it was fantastic. I got a rug that was even larger than this one. That rug was 10 by 14. This is 9 by 12, right? The exact same rug, the exact same price, the quality, chef's kiss. The quality is there. The customer service was there. They hand delivered it. They moved all my sofas. They named my firstborn child. They gave me the quality of service that I needed. And this rug, I will have this rug forever. And it will not depreciate in value. It will appreciate in value because it's actually staying together. Not all of the fibers have ended up in my vacuum machine. So spend some money when it comes to those style of rugs. Again, if you want the rugs that are a little bit shinier, the glam rugs, the modern rugs, then you don't have to splurge. But if you want anything kind of like in between there, maybe splurge a little bit more. I promise you it's worth it. Now, this one is gonna have you guys a little bit spicy in the comments, but I'm ready for it. So the next item that I didn't splurge on, that I should have splurged on, are the chairs that I'm sitting in right now. I know, the all too famous plush chairs from Value City Furniture. No, don't say, Kiva, I just put in my order because of you. Bear with me, bear with me. So these chairs are great. They are a dupe of the Ellison chairs from Restoration Hardware, the dupe of the Pottery Barn chairs. I don't know their names. They are a phenomenal dupe. They are nice and modern. They are low profile, which is exactly what you want. They have the track arms. Some of them are armless. You get everything. It is the perfect dupe. But the one downside about them, and this is the old version, right? This is the old version, the version that I have, is that they don't have casters. And by that I mean they don't have wheels. So that means they are sitting directly on my brand new solid wood floors. Okay, they're not brand new, they were put in 3 years ago, brand new to me. So they're sitting on my brand new solid wood floors. And it's okay. It's okay, these things happen, but the pads on the bottom of the chairs aren't the best, right? So some of them have fallen off, some of the little legs have fallen off, and that means I have some huge gashes in my floors, and I don't love that for me. Now, of course, I can put rug pads on it. I've since done that, but again, I already have the gashes in my floor and I don't like that. What am I gonna do? Go put down another plank of wood? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I'm not gonna do that. I probably shouldn't have gotten these chairs, or I should have waited until now, because now Value City does sell these chairs with casters, so they're not gonna mess up your floor like before. Again, that was a me problem, but it's also a problem that I feel like a lot of normal people have, right? My channel is for normal people, right? You're not like, oh, like let me think about my furniture pads the second I bring the furniture in the house. No, you just like want to put the furniture in the house, you want it to look good fast, and you want to get back to watching like whatever you're watching, right? So I really didn't like that about my chairs, and I think this is for all dining chairs. So get one that have really good pads on the legs. Get ones that have casters. Get ones that are solid wood and they're not gonna scratch the bottom of your floor. Get the ones that don't have like the metal in the base of them. Just get something that has some good legs on it to make sure that it's not going to ruin your floors, because the floor is not something that is really, really cheap to fix. It's very expensive, and most of the time you're not gonna do it. And it's really hard to cover up these things. Of course you can put a rug down, but when it comes time to sell, someone's gonna notice it. They don't sell the perfect like floor crayons for everyone. It's something that I wish I hadn't gone through, but it also was 100% my own fault. The next home decor item that you should definitely invest in, again, I'm contradicting myself again, but bear with me, it is the picture frame, right? So I'm all about getting your like printable art online. When you love these digital prints, you have to put them in a nice frame, right? Because it's printed. It might be glossy if you didn't spring for the nice, the nice paper when you went to Staples or CVS or whatever it is, but you have to put them in very nice frames. So I've gone on and on about the IKEA frames. I like the IKEA frames. But what I have found over time, if you don't hang them perfectly, and I will say that IKEA frames are very difficult to hang in the way that they were intended. So if you do not hang them perfectly, they bow really easily. They literally, they bow. It looks like a rainbow. You see what I did there? When you buy nicer frames, for example, the Pottery Barn frames, they're fantastic. You can see the wood grain, they have actual glass, they don't bow quite as much. The mats are larger, so you get that really nice elevated and sophisticated look. Something I've learned over the past year of trying to achieve the luxe look for less is that the luxe look for less, you have to finesse it. So something might be luxe and something might be cheap, and then you pair them together. A lot of the times, luxe and luxe, not worth the price, and cheap and cheap, it looks cheap, right? So there has to be a middle ground there. So if you have a nice piece of art, you can put it in the IKEA frame, just hang it correctly. If you have a more affordable piece of art, put it in a nice frame. It'll elevate the artwork a little bit more. You just want to split the difference when it comes to achieving the luxe look for less. And again, now for this last one, we're going back to the bedroom. So the last furniture item that I regret not investing in is a mattress. I was cheap when it came to our mattress. Now our mattress is nice, right? Our mattress it's fine. It's the Zenith mattress from Amazon. It works for a lot of people. It works for my friend who has it. A lot of people like it. But for me, I wish I'd actually spent a little bit more on the mattress. And I think that's something that I really wanted to address in this video, because when we think about interior design, we think about the decorative accents, the pretty things, but we don't always think about the practical things. A mattress should be high quality, because the most important thing in the world is your sleep, right? It doesn't really matter if your house looks pretty if you're up 24 hours a day, right? It's not healthy for you to be awake. You should be getting a good night's rest. And investing in a really good mattress is a part of that. So I got a cheap one off of Amazon. It was only like, I think like 300 bucks. I find it really comfortable, but 3 years later, it really hurts my back. Not only does it hurt me, and like I feel like that's a really good reason there, but another reason that I should have invested in a more expensive mattress is when you have the more expensive mattresses, they tend to be thicker, and you get something something that is a little bit more full. So when it comes to dressing your bed, it just looks a lot more elevated. A lot of the cheaper mattresses, it's just like really flat. You don't really get the fluffy look in the same way. They don't extend beyond your bed frame as much, so you don't get the height that really helps a bed look sophisticated. When you think about dressing a bed, if the mattress is too close to the floor, if the bed is too close to the floor, your pillows and everything, it kind of falls flat. You can't have a really nice big overflowing duvet or anything like that. You have to be really minimal with that styling. But if you have a nicer mattress, a thicker mattress, able to dress it with your pillows and your decorative accents, and it looks a lot nicer. Again, this one really is just about comfort. Don't forget to invest in your comfort. We love the way things look, but we also need to care about the way things feel, because when we cheap out just to achieve the look or just to get something done really quickly, it can hurt our health, it could hurt our quality of life, and there's no reason to do that. When it comes to the bedroom, honestly, get your mattress first, invest in that first, and then invest in the other things along the way. Comfort comes first. Okay guys, that's it for today's video. Those were some more home decor and furniture items that I should have splurged on. I was cheap sin, and it didn't get me anywhere good, and plus I've got to shell out the money now. Don't make these mistakes like I did. If you liked today's video, please don't forget to subscribe, like this video, and check me out on Instagram. And until next time, have a beautiful day.